and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my post-show, even though I didn't do a show because of the coronavirus, but my weight gain following my prep for my bodybuilding competition, which I never got to do. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. First of all, I want to just talk a little bit about what I experienced before prep and after prep. So before I started my prep, I think I was about 72 kilograms. Now I'm 5'7", and for me that's a very normal weight, and I have always been that weight. I haven't always been that weight, that's a lie. I didn't have any issues with being that weight, and I was very happy. Now, during prep, I obviously lost weight, and this was through a time period. So I think I was on prep for about 14-15 weeks. I got to the point where I was almost 2 weeks out of my show, which didn't happen because, like I said, the coronavirus happened, so shows got cancelled, so I never got to step on stage. But I was about 2 weeks out, which, if you are a bodybuilder and you have done a show before, you will know you're basically stage ready, just tiny little bit of a push to go until you will be on the stage. So I went from about 72 kilograms to 64 kilograms. And I was very small. Obviously when you diet for a show, you have to lose a lot of body fat, which means a lot of weight gets lost. I was excited. I'd never done a prep before. I'd never lost this much weight before, especially within that time frame. So it was really exciting. Like every morning, well, not every morning, but every week stepping on the scales and seeing the scales go down, it's obviously quite uplifting and it makes you feel good. However, after the show, I wasn't really aware of what would happen. I hadn't really thought about it. No one had really told me what happens after a show. So for me, the show's getting cancelled. I then had a Domino's, I had a pizza. It was so good, and I think I lost it. My head just went. And I just wanted to eat everything in sight. And I think when you have this goal taken away from you, especially being a contest prep, when that's then taken away, you almost don't have a goal to reach towards. So there's no incentive to stick to a plan, to do cardio, to be motivated. I found it very hard after finding out that my show was cancelled to stick to my plan. Now this is very normal, and I know a lot of people go through this, but for me, I just didn't want to eat any of the food on my plan. I wanted to eat pizza, burgers, pasta, like all these things I hadn't really had in a while. But instead of eating them in a controlled manner, I went a little bit crazy, and I'd have huge portions, and it would just end up with me sat in my room eating all this food and just feeling like shit. I won't lie. Yeah, my eating habits became very bad, and I just was scared. I was scared to step on the scales. I was scared to do my check-ins. I actually missed a lot of check-ins because I didn't want to look at myself, which for me, I've never experienced that. I've always been confident in my body and I've always been happy, but to see your body drastically change from being very slim and not having much body fat to then increasing that, obviously it's something that can mess with your head. And as much as I'd tell myself, right, stick to your plan, you can do it, don't go crazy, don't eat this, don't eat that, or I'd try and just have something small, it'd always just end up with me eating as much as I could. And it's almost like I didn't have this off switch. I didn't have this like thing telling me like stop. this is enough, you are full, you don't want any more. I just would keep going until I was in pain. I think this went on for a good 3-4 weeks, and I gained nearly all of the weight that I had lost in those 14-15 weeks back within 3 weeks, which is obviously not ideal, but it happened, and I'm obviously now in a good place, so I feel a lot more confident in myself. But in that time when I was like, my weight was increasing by crazy amounts, it was not nice, and it did lead to me feeling very insecure, very worried, I didn't feel good in my body, which it's not a nice feeling. So the reason for this is actually due to your hormones. So when you are in a calorie deficit, your hormones like to go a little bit crazy, and this is something that I didn't realise when going into a contest prep that was going to happen, but obviously after doing a lot of research, it explains why you don't feel like you can stop eating. Like, you feel like you're not full, but you are, and it's due to your hormones. So you have 2 hormones, the main ones that I'm going to be talking about: leptin and ghrelin. Leptin and ghrelin. So when you are in a calorie deficit, your hormone called leptin, this is the hormone that tells us when we're full. So this is the hormone. Imagine it saying, like, you've eaten this food, you know, and you feel satisfied, you think, yep, that's it, I've eaten that food, I feel full. This hormone is what controls that. When you are in a calorie deficit, your body fat levels are lower, your leptin levels are decreased. Now, obviously, with leptin levels decreasing, this doesn't tell you when you are full. So this hormone that's telling you are full, it's not doing its job. So you don't have that hormone to say you're full, therefore you carry on eating because you don't feel like you're full. The other one is ghrelin, and now ghrelin is the opposite to leptin. This hormone stimulates appetite and our food intake. Now, typically this is increased when we're fasting and decreased after we've eaten. However, restriction to foods and a calorie deficit and a diet, this then means that they're circling around the body screaming for food. So this is why you feel constantly hungry and you want to just eat whatever food that you can, because these ghrelin hormones, ghrelin hormones are like, oh my god, give me some food. Now, I didn't realise this after finishing my contest prep, and I was confused when I was sitting there thinking I want more food. Like, why is this happening to me? I'd sit there and I'd get myself into this hole where it's almost like I'd forget what I was eating. Moving on from that, now I'm in a really good place with food. I have realised that eating food is fine. Being in a calorie surplus is also fine. I'm enjoying food. I know when I'm full, I can stop when I am full, and I don't carry on and get crazy. In terms of weight gain, I have gained since prep. I'm on 73, 74 kilograms. It kind of fluctuates between the two, and this is the heaviest I've ever been, but it's okay because it's fine. Like, it's normal. Gaining weight, it's a scary thing, but gaining weight when you have been so depleted is a good thing. I feel a lot better in myself. I'm still coming to the terms with looking at my body and feeling happy, but it's one of them things. I'm gonna work on it. It's okay. And you know what? A bit of extra body fat, it's fine. Like, that little bit of extra body fat, it's not the end of the world. And I've realised that people don't look at you and people don't think, oh my gosh, she's got that extra bit of body fat that she didn't have before. People don't look at you like that. No one's going to judge you, and this is something I've had to come to terms with a lot. So yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much, but I guess this is my experience with weight gain. I'm still probably gonna gain weight, and I'm now in a bit of an off season, so I'm gonna be gaining weight, and it's fine because I feel strong, I feel great, and you have to love your body and listen to your body, because your body is what? It does a lot for you, so you've got to love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back. I'm sorry I've been a bit MIA, but I will be back with more. If you liked it, give it a like and a comment and subscribe. And I might be doing some more videos very, very soon. So yeah, bye.